3 quarters in the books in their final regular season game of the week, and here you see the run, bounce-back ability by Theo Townsend.
Walsh and Forte, those two guys on the right side, do a great job of collapsing down the right side of the line and giving Townsend a chance to take off. And Crumbo makes another big play this quarter.
Give up the middle. Holbert, senior, being recruited by a number of Division I schools, including Florida, Miami. Understand Tennessee is back in the mix now. Joe Williams is down on the sideline with an update on that 5A battle down the street.
Down the street, you're exactly right. 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter in Franklin. The Rebels have tied it up. It is 15-all, Franklin and Dixon County.
Thank you, Joe. Jerry Pearson's team, Dixon County losing last week at home to Brentwood. Franklin, of course, with that wild game that we had a few weeks ago. A bomb on the last play of regulation. They get it to overtime and win it against Brentwood. And absolutely a wild region in 5A football here in the Mid-State. Play action again. He's got a man wide open in the end zone, and there is complete to the 1-yard line. Absolutely great throw and nice catch by Scotty Reel at the 1-yard line. They go fake give up the middle, fake give, and he was wide open.
And what happened was the safety, who's supposed to be helping in the middle of field coverage, comes and looks to give run support. He goes to give the run support, but Crumbo's got one-on-one coverage trying to get the help from his free man. His free man's up in the hole.
A nice throw and a nice catch, Pat. We know where this football's going. First and goal at the 1-yard line following the Cricket first down. Holbert with 18 touchdowns on the year is the back behind Tyler Griffin. Give Holbert a touchdown untouched. He's got 19 touchdowns, and we have a new leader in the ballgame. 10:54 to play, and Brentwood Academy will attempt the extra point following the Tennessean touchdown. Holbert's second of the night, both of the 1-yard variety. Holbert 6'1", 235-pound fullback linebacker. And now Hunter Palmer is on to attempt the extra point to extend the lead to 4 with just under 11 minutes to play in the ballgame. Hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. 10:54 to play here at Carlson Flat Field, and Uncle Mo has shifted sides on Halloween. We'll see if MBA can answer after this.
Chevrolet Isuzu Subaru.
Beautiful vehicle. This color is new for 2004. Let me tell you this.
Brand new.
Has a 5-speed overdrive transmission. Great vehicle, great gas saver. You can buy this vehicle here, and this is an 04, folks.
This is unbeatable. Great.
$99.88 after rebate for tax and license.
We're family owned and operated and have been for 84 years, and we look to be for 84 more.
Jim Reed Chevrolet Isuzu Subaru.
Super Talk 99.7 WTN is Nashville's sports authority. We have the latest updates every morning with Steve Gill. The Sports Night team with Pete Weber, Blake Fulton, and Joe Biddle brings you Nashville's #1 show every afternoon at 4, including updates every hour with Kevin Ingram's Sports Blast. The coverage continues from 7 to 10 with the Sports Insiders with Bill King and David Clymer. When it comes to the best sports coverage in Nashville, we've got you covered. We're Nashville's sports authority. Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
What a night.
We got ourselves a ball game.
It's the only way we could go out. We've had some great games. We've had overtime, double overtime, Hail Mary plays this season as we take a look at the scoring drive. 5 plays, 80 yards, 132 off the clock, 1-yard touchdown run. Pat, we've had 51-0 games, unfortunately, this year. We had to go out with a wild one, and we knew when we made the schedule out before the season, we circled this on Halloween night when these two teams get together. Remember, 2 years ago we had the game over at MBA, and the transformer blew up in a lightning storm.
Hey, don't forget, and we had the other
a 30-minute delay.
And we had, don't forget the halftime fireworks, that one game at MBA.
No question, fireworks reminded me of 4th of July. Kick be fielded at the 9-yard line, and MBA will return it up the middle, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. And this is where Michael Fisher, son of Fred Fisher.
That dude's knocked out right there. Yeah, the sideline, our sideline.
Yep, come with me. We'll bring you over here.
Come on. Hey, Coach, where am I? Who's Daddy?
And here we go, 21-17, 10:47 to play. First half had 5 offensive possessions combined, 4 touchdowns, and the other one ended the half.
This is big.
It's been a sloppy third quarter, but now the fireworks have begun. Give up the middle. This is Coban. He'll pick up 6 yards on first down and bring up 2nd and 4.
I'm going to tell you right now, big-time players make big-time plays, and look for Coban, Fisher, maybe Santee, your big tight end. He's got to look to one of those guys to make the big play.
Absolutely gorgeous night here on the beautiful Brentwood Academy campus here. It's one of the top football facilities. That turf down there, Pat, walking on it is absolutely great. I formation.
Safety coming. No.
Motion man. Fisher, give, Coban, left side, no running room, and there's the man again. Terrell Murphy has done a nice job. He is only a freshman, Pat Perduto.
Terrell Murphy, and I'll tell you the other guy, J.T. Wash, can get up in those gaps now. He does a good job, too, getting off the football. Those two guys inside, along with the defensive ends, have done a phenomenal job.
It'll bring up a 3rd and 2 situation.
Manageable. It's manageable.
We've seen a number of third down situations. They've gone to the option, or even times here in the second half, they've gone to the shotgun formation. No matter what the third down and distance is, they'll go with Santee, the tight end, who's headed to Virginia on the left side. Coban remains the tailback. Santee now in motion. Fisher goes option short side, gives to Coban. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Flags come flying here. He did not get the first down, Pat. We'll have to see what the flag is here on the near side. It's in the area of the illegal motion. As Santee was the motion man there, we'll see what Rick Pearson has to say. They went to the option to the short side of the field, but Rick Pearson and his crew saw something else.
Got illegal procedure on the white team, 6 men on the line of scrimmage.
Now, I think Brentwood will decline and get the ball back.
If they decline, it'll bring up a 4th and 2 situation at the 32-yard line.
And Coach Rutledge should, I'd be surprised if he doesn't, but I think he'll kick it.
And he does send out the punting team.
Now, this is a great place, I'll tell you right now. I know you think I'm crazy.
I thought you were crazy for a lot longer than just tonight.
This is a great place to run one of those shifts. You know, where you set up and then you shift into something, try to get a cheap first down on a 4th and 3.
Keep your eye. Brad French is a punter, also a wide receiver. He's got speed. Brentwood Academy is looking for it. They have 2 deep return men and 2 safeties on the outside here on 4th and 2. 9 minutes to play in the ball game. Low snap, one hops it. French will pick it up, and he gets it off the side of his foot.
He had plenty of time and ends up getting a decent kick out of it.
It'll be down at the 48-yard line. We'll take a break. All the momentum is on the underdog side. The Eagles lead at 21-17. They have the football in good field position with 8:46 to play on CSS.
Here in Cricketville, it's a great time to move in because now you can get a cool new Cricket phone free. You can even start talking happily ever after for just $29.99 a month. So it's a perfect time to join us here in Cricketville. Cricket, it could be your only phone. Now get your first 3 months of unlimited local calls plus long distance for just $29.99 a month. And get this new Kyocera phone free. Welcome home. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The only show that takes you inside the world of extreme sports each and every weeknight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For breaking news, event highlights, and inside features you won't find anywhere else. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
And welcome back to Brentwood Academy. The 21 points tonight, Pat Purdue scored by Brentwood Academy. The second most MBA has given up. They gave up 22 points to Father Ryan. They dominated that football game. Father Ryan scored 15 fourth-quarter points, but they haven't given up more than 20 points but one time all year in the midst of their 9-0 start. Brentwood Academy has it. They'd like to add to that 21. Tyler Griffin remains the quarterback. Give up the middle. This is Theo Townsend. And Pat, you notice he doesn't have the big brace on his hand. Well, he still has it, but it looks like it's been retaped, or he's got some new something on his right hand.
I think he's got it looks like just a sweatband on top of it, but it's probably kind of, I know it sounds bad, it's probably to grip the football a little bit. Don't be surprised if it's rubberized on the inside.
Brad Boker in at quarterback, and we'll get an update as we see Tyler Griffin is on the sideline standing next to Carlton Flat. Griffin has gone both ways, and maybe they've decided we're going to save him for defense here. We'll give up to the big fella. He'll pick up 3 yards, and it'll bring up third and about 6 inches.
And this is a big-time play right here coming up.
Tyler Griffin's over talking, saying, put me back in, coach.
Yeah, let me go, coach.
But I think it is what Carlton Flat is saying, Pat, is, hey, we're going to run it. All I need is just take the snap and get it to these running backs, and we'll save Griffin in the secondary. Some late substitutions here as the clock runs. 7:39 to play. They'll hustle the line, and now they're going to call a timeout. They'll take the timeout with 7:31 to play. It'll be 3rd and 1 when we come back. Timeout on the field. When we come back, we'll see if Brentwood Academy can convert or if MBA will get the football back on the Chevrolet High School Football Game of the Week.
At Papa John's, better ingredients are our specialty. And nothing is better than our specialty pizzas. Like the Works, with all the better ingredients you love. For a limited time, when you order any of our specialty pizzas at regular menu price, John will treat you to a large one-topping pizza for just 99 cents. That's right. Buy a large specialty pizza and get a large one-topping pizza for only 99 cents. A special deal like this won't last for long, so hurry. And call your neighborhood Papa John's today. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
It's about school spirit, cheerleaders, and great rivalries every week. Get the best of prep football with the Tennesseans. Every Saturday, we've dedicated 3 reporters and 4 pages to give you complete coverage from around Middle Tennessee. And on Tennessean.com, get scores every Friday, a home page for every team, plus schedules, stats, and photo galleries of select games. High school football in the Tennessean and on Tennessean.com. Get inside the game. The Tennessean. Every day matters.
And Boca remains the quarterback here on 3rd and less than a yard. Holbert at 6'1", 235, the fullback. And Townsend's the tailback. 43-yard line's the line of scrimmage. Give to the big fella.
He don't got it.
He didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Nope.
He may have lost
and now
half a yard.
We're going to find out who's right. You said he's going to go for it. I said if he doesn't get it, he'll probably kick it.
Pat, that's right here in front of us. And there is no doubt Carlton Flat.
Oh, no, he lost yardage on that.
Yep, he's going to send the punting crew out.
I told you. You can't, right now, you have a better chance to pin him down. Your defense has played pretty good this half.
34 years of head coaching.
Maybe a fake?
Carlton Flat has taken a lot of chances.
Maybe a fake?
He will send Hunter Palmer out. Holbert is the up back standing at the 49-yard line. MBA is looking for the fake here. Only one man deep. They'll kick it. And a good high kick by Palmer. Fair catch called for at the 15-yard line. And NBA's defense with a big-time play there, Pat. There's no doubt the right call to give it to the fullback up the middle.
Absolutely, but you know what NBA did? They did a great job of penetrating gaps. Everybody had a gap, and everybody got off the football. Hey, big thing, getting off the football. So many people underestimate how important that is, both offensively and defensively. You have to get off either on the snap count offensively, or you have to watch that football and get off on the ball defensively.
1st and 10 for the Big Red. Football at their own 15, trailing 21-17. Undefeated this season in the top 10 of the USA Today polls. Fisher, play action's going to take a shot deep. Looks for Santee, now goes across the middle. Got a man open, complete at the 47.
You better protect it.
And will be brought down at the 37-yard line, Pat. He had Santee across the middle, and this time he decides to hit French.
Well,
I tell you, a great route had 2 men open.
He had a great high-low combination. He has Santee on the short one, and he has French on the deep one. Fisher, like any good quarterback, goes for the bundle.
Absolutely a great throw and a big play, and the fans down in front of us very quiet. As you see, Pat, the guy, as Jeff Fisher of the Titans says, no relation to Michael, just makes plays. When his team needs him, he makes plays. Cricket first down.
There's another guy that does too.
On the left side, he picks up 8 on first down, and the NBA sideline's getting fired up.
And that guy makes plays too. Coban, very underestimated, does a great job of running the football. And here we go, back to those 2nd and short. This time on NBA sideline.
Pickup of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Jeff Rutledge can look down on his call sheet and pick what he wants.
10 of 14
Nice
for
and
184 and 2 touchdowns.
Nice
Also
and
done
quiet.
a nice job running the football. Give left side. Coban was blocked at the front.
Good
Got the
cut.
cricket first down and inside the 25, Pat. Nice cut, and the clock now starts to become a factor.
I love back weave the way this kid does. He just glides up to the hole. Watch him glide up there. He sees the seam. He plants and drives. That's a great job by a back.
Wilshire's done a nice job. Number 85, another cricket first down, Pat. And keep your eye, Pat. We've seen him score 1 touchdown already. Number 6, Santee. They like to use him in these situations. He's so big. Number 6, 6'5",
They're taking a long
220 pounds.
time right here. Good call by Fisher. See, this is an example of the leadership. Great job by leadership. He knows it's taking a long time. Hey, critical area of the football field. Good time. 5 minutes left on the clock. Let's not make a mistake here. Timeout, Mr. Referee.
21-17, 5:19 to play. And now with only 2 timeouts, Pat, you have to be thinking as a coach, this is 2-down territory.
Oh, no.
4-down territory, I should say. That a field goal with under 4 minutes to play by the time you get to 4th down isn't going to do you any good.
No, field goal will do you absolutely no good because then basically you're going to be giving up the football down 1. What difference does it make if you're down 1 or down 4?
21-17. We knew this would be huge. The playoffs get going. We'll get you another update in just a minute from down the street, Franklin and Dixon County. The other big game here, the 5A level here at the Mid-State. You look there, both quarterbacks have done a nice job. Griffin does have the 1 interception, though. It didn't come back to haunt.
No, it did not.
Brentwood Academy.
But Fisher's, like we said, has quietly had a nice night.
Last week went 8 for 11 for 190 yards in the first half alone.
Right.
With their win over MUS, 40-7. 4 receivers set. Give Santee around the right side. Holbert in pursuit. And Santee will beat him to the corner. And will barrel his way. And they'll mark him back out of bounds, Pat. He got all the way down to the 3-yard line, but the side judge is going to mark him all the way down at the 11-yard line.
And that's a first down. But what is amazing is you have a 220-pound tight end running reverses. That's a great, to me, it's a great thing when you have a weapon like that. This is a big old tight end running a reverse, outrunning a very good football player in Holbert. And he steps out of bounds at the 11, and all that's fine. Because it's a first down, and right now you just want to keep pounding it.
And Pat, you look right here as you see him step out of bounds right. Ooh.
I don't know about that.
Very interesting. Fisher under center, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line, 5:10 to play. Coban, the tailback, and there's going to be a false start, Pat. It'll move it to 1st and 10 at the 16. And Coach Rutledge can't believe it. It's a guy that there.
Big ball, illegal procedure on offense. 5 yards from previous spot, still first down.
You hate it right there, I'm telling you. You hate it anywhere on the field, but you really hate it down here.
And here's the replay again, Pat, on the reverse to the big tight end to see if he did step out of bounds.
We'll find out right now.
And there you see Holbert in pursuit to force him a little bit more outside. Play action pass, Fisher with a man open, hits Santee, breaks the tackle to the goal line, and he's into the end zone. The big fella barrels his way.
How can you not love that?
To the end zone for a touchdown. Play action, 2 receivers out wide, and he hits the big fella, and he barrels his way for the touchdown.
That's why that guy's going to the University of Virginia. You know why? Because he didn't look for any finesse right here. The big tight end, great release, catches the ball in the flat, fends off 1 tackler, then says, I'm getting in, and runs over the safety.
And that's Kyle Willis, the senior safety, that he runs over there. Extra point attempt to extend the lead to 3 with 5 minutes to play is good. 5:01 to play. Carlton Platts football team will get the football with a chance for the W. Al Groh, you've got a football player.
You got yourself a pretty good one, and we talked about it. Let's go back to Fisher, though. You see all these quarterbacks throughout the Mid-State and throughout the state period that rack up 400 yards passing, that rack up, all these great numbers, 35 for 53, all that's great. Let me tell you right now, the best numbers are touchdowns and interceptions. Tonight, Mike Fisher, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Absolutely wins. But when you go 3 touchdowns, no picks, I don't care if you throw 10 passes, you are a winner.
And it's the same deal. Is the guy, not to compare him, but Steve McNair's numbers are not going to compare, at least in years gone by, with a Brett Favre or a Peyton Manning. But at the end of the day, efficient running your offense. And guys, from what we understand, very few top Division I schools are even giving this guy a phone call.
Let me tell you what he does, and Coach Rutledge said it best. He is a leader. He is my leader. He is poised. He is like another coach on the field. He's intelligent. He's hard-working. Great example for his teammates.
Jeff Rutledge is happy with where his team is right now. Joe Williams, who's happy? Jerry Pearson or Tim Johnson?
Well, I don't know who's happy, but they probably neither one have any fingernails left. 21-21 with 10 minutes left to play.
Down the street, that's Franklin and Dixon County. This kick will be taken by Buck at the 1-yard line. We'll look for some room down the right sideline, and it'll be buried at the 20-yard line. 80 yards away. We've seen Brentwood Academy go on 2 80-yard drives already tonight. They'll have to go on a third or at least get into field goal position to go to overtime.
Right, and we've had ourselves, I'll tell you, this just lived up to its billing thus far. We've had ourselves a great football game.
No question about it.
We've enjoyed ourselves, and hopefully the fans here have enjoyed themselves, and more importantly, the fans out in CSS land are enjoying themselves also.
Scotty Reel, wide to the left, at the bottom of your screen, matched up with Ted Crumbo, one-on-one. Reel already with one big reception here in the second half. Give Townsend. Bounces back to the right side. It makes another man miss. Will pick up 12 yards and enough for a Cricket first down. And Matthew Jocks with the tackle.
And it's a dangerous situation. Again, remember, Townsend got the broken right hand. That's an important factor that's going to come back in. Over pursuit by the MBA defense.
All his big runs have been cut back.
Right, and all he's doing is he's using that little scat and feed to cut back and go across the grain.
Clock now becomes a factor. Only 2 timeouts remaining. They use 1 timeout in the third quarter.
But the good thing is, you got 4 minutes. You can still drive the ball predominantly by running it and give yourself a chance for the win.
Townsend remains the tailback. Holbert the fullback. 2 receivers set. Barry Turner in motion to the right side. Griffin gives. Townsend right side. Holbert with a huge block, and Townsend will pick up 15, 16 yards near midfield. What a block by the big fullback.
Very, very reminiscent. I'm going to tell you again, this is very reminiscent of the first half for Brentwood Academy. And you look right here, Townsend, hey, he can run the football now.
Holbert with a little pancake block out there. Another Cricket first down, and the football rests at the 49-yard line.
Don't be surprised if you reward the big fella now. Give him a gimme up the gut.
That keep in mind again, and not to bring up bad memories for Brentwood Academy fans, but 9 fumbles in their 1 loss. Townsend laid it on the turf earlier, though they recovered it. Holbert's had some problems in his career fumbling the football as well. Griffin, give Townsend right side. This time will only pick up 1.5 yards, maybe 2.
And don't kid yourself, that is a very big play. Put him in a 2nd and long. Keep piling up the line. I know they like to play that man free in the secondary, but you got to get that other safety, number 9, up in the gut and get him to make some tackles, and that's Lewis Dawson.
2nd and 8, 3:25 to play in the ballgame. 24-21, Montgomery Bell Academy leads Brentwood Academy on a great Halloween night. We've seen some spooky plays and some great costumes in the crowd and some solid football. And Brentwood Academy is going to use a timeout here. Tyler Griffin says, I'll use my 2nd timeout with 3:10 to play. And he understands how important this is because you don't want to mess up and get into a 3rd long situation.
And we talked about the leadership on NBA's sideline where Fisher was down in the red zone and called the timeout not to waste a play. Right here, same situation. Hey, don't make a mistake. You can't afford to be in a 2nd and 14 or 13.
And Tyler Griffin has played quarterback here since his freshman year. Is spotted there. Don't forget you can see this game here in the Mid-State on TV 75 Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. It'll be replayed Tuesday night, TV 75. Replay and Pat, I'm sad to say we don't get to promo a game for next Friday night. We just get to go hang out and watch a game.
Well, that's fun too, though. That's what we're doing now. Don't kid yourself. CSS has really given us a great opportunity to enjoy ourselves.
To pay us for what we were going to do anyway.
Right, what we enjoy doing.
1 timeout remaining for Brentwood Academy. They trail by 3 and have a 2nd and 8 situation. Buck in motion, and they'll fake it again. This is the play. They had a big play earlier. Swing it out to Buck, and nowhere to go. And you know who it is.
Great play.
Lee Knoll makes the play. They ran that play earlier, Pat, except they took a shot deep to Rio.
Right.
This time they swing it out.
And Crumbo had him deep. This time they didn't run 1-3. They ran man. And Crumbo went with them the whole way and took away the inside post. Great play by Lee Knoll. Knows you cannot let him outside.
Charlie Morgan there also.
And now
it brings up that third and long
hate this.
situation. Clock starting to become a factor at 2:35 to play. Two receivers,
Big
shotgun.
play right here, Blake. Big
Townsend
play.
and Holbert remain the backs. Tyler Griffin, they've liked to go in the middle of the football field here
They're
with
trying to get
crossing
extra
routes.
pressure. They bring
go
the
across
safety.
the middle, almost intercepted, and it is. This time
down,
it's picked
son.
off by Benson
Get
Sloan.
down, son. Good job.
And MBA may have just dodged a bullet. They
No
went
question.
back on all third longs back. They went to the crossing route, and both times it was tipped. This time, intercepted.
Remember,
Benson Sloan.
big players make big plays at big times, and right here, Sloan right here makes a big-time play. Right place, right time. Take it, turn it upfield, and Crumbo again.
Crumbo's the one that tipped the football.
He's the
got
player
a
of the half.
Defensive player of the half. Stopped Townsend on the long
Saved the
run.
touchdown.
Saved the touchdown. Absolutely a huge play. Now Michael Fisher and company need about one first down to end this football game. 2:14 to play. Football rests at their own 43, up by 3. Fisher gives. Coban up the middle, holds onto the football with two hands.
Two hands, just hold on, son.
And will go down at the 45-yard line.
Take it down to about a minute and 20, would you say? A minute 25?
They won't use a timeout here. They'll say, let's wait and use it.
Right.
And if MBA is smart, which Coach Rutledge, having won a national championship at Alabama, he understands clock management, don't you think?
Oh,
Pat?
yeah. You're going to take it down to 1 second. What you do is you tell the back judge, who usually keeps the time, take it down to 1 second, then snap it.
It wouldn't surprise me here, though, Pat, though they do only have 2 timeouts. If Fisher goes to the line, and he's got looking over to the sideline and going to say, hey, we're going to run the clock all the way down, and we're going to snap it and run a play.
Yeah, oh, no, you have to.
Give Coban,
Stay in bounds.
2 hands, and he'll go down at the 48-yard line. You see Coach Pittman and all the other assistants on Brentwood Academy saying, get up off the pile.
Right.
Hustle back,
smart.
get the ball spotted. 1:12 to play in the ball game.
Brentwood Academy right now, this play is critical because right after this play, everybody defensively got to go right to the referees and say timeout. Use your last one.
And Jeff Rutledge talking to the side judge here saying, hey, keep your eye on that clock. And he's going to let it run all the way down.
He's going to take a timeout, which is smart.
And they will take it here. 50.8 seconds to play in the ball game. 24-21, 3rd and 5, Pat. And again, you have to figure.
Do you dare throw it?
What we see last week, BGA and Coach Tim Moore trying to run out the clock. They pitch it to Ryan Carl. He throws it to John Harlan to end things. I think Jeff Rutledge says, hey, let's just run the football here right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Number 19, give him the football.
Let's take a look at our Fox Sports Net play of the game, and it's the interception that clinches things. And again, keep your eye on number 17, Jed Crumbo, who already has 1 interception this half. He tips it up with a good play, and right into the hands of Benson Sloan with the interception.
And Crumbo could have had 2. Remember earlier, he
played volleyball.
He batted that ball down.
He did play volleyball. And
Sloan
now
made a big play, Crumbo made a big play, and Fisher and Santee. So their key guys made key plays at very opportune moments.
50.8 seconds to play, Pat. And again, if they don't get it, keep in mind that there still is 1 timeout remaining on Brentwood Academy side. If they get a stop and a timeout, they'll at least force a punt. The last punt, the snap,
and
1 hop to the punter.
And they'll probably get it with about 30 seconds left if they get it that way. Are they going to put Fisher in the gun? Yeah, they're going to put him in the gun.
Fisher, the shotgun formation.
Draw.
They'll give to Coban up the middle, and he'll be hit at the 50. Short of the first down.
Timeout.
And they'll get a timeout on the field at 44.3 seconds to play.
Now you got to make a decision. Do you try to set up a return and gain some yardage off the return, or do you go after the punter? If it's me,
go after the punter.
Absolutely. You had a bad snap earlier.
Buck does have 2 punt returns on the season for a touchdown. It's 4th and 3 at midfield. Brad French is the punter.
The only thing is you cannot, in this circumstance, you cannot bring 11. Why can you not bring 11? You got to have somebody back there in case he gets the punt off. Right. You gotta get somebody back there that has a chance
you can
to
run
field
15, 18
right.
more seconds off the clock.
Exactly. And on top of that, if it gets a great roll, it just keeps rolling. You don't want to pin it too deep. So if you put Buck back there, you bring 10, go block it. You have Buck back there just to get it and move upfield.
We've got a wild finish coming here. Joe Williams, Dixon County is over at Franklin. They've got a wild one going there.
5 minutes left to play. 28-21 Dixon County. Franklin's got the ball back, though.
Should be very interesting. Franklin will need to drive and try and send that one to overtime if they want to win the region. French.
Got to have a good snap.
Set the punt. Revelette, the junior, stands at his own 15-yard line. 44.5 seconds to play. No timeouts for Brentwood Academy. They trail by 3. High snap over the head
What
of
did I
French.
just say?
French will
Just get down on it, son.
will fall on it, and Brentwood
Come on.
Academy will have it at the 22-yard line.
With 35 seconds to go. You know, and you said it. You had a bad snap earlier. This time he tries to compensate. He rolled one back there. This time he snaps it high. We got ourselves a dandy again.
That's Perduto, and I believe Tom Santee, the tight end, is the deep snapper.
You know, I don't know.
And
We'll
Jeff
find
Rutledge
out.
is over talking to
He
him
is
right
the
now.
deep snapper.
And now Brentwood Academy. Remember, no timeouts here, Pat. You have to throw the football, and you have to get out of bounds. 36 seconds to play. Football at the 22. Griffin to throw. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket, complete the Buck at the 10.
But he's inbound.
Clock
They
will
moved the
stop
chain.
the move to change.
Right,
Now
they moved
Carlton
the chain.
Flat will rush the team up.
He's telling him to spike it.
28.8. They are in field goal range. Hunter Palmer is the field goal
Telling him
kicker.
to spike it. He's got to spike it.
And he does. 26 seconds to play.
You got a chance to run one play, okay, or 2 plays. Go for a shot at the end zone. Whatever you do not get tackled inbounds, and whatever you do, don't get tackled short of the goal line. Because if you do, the game is over. So you got to take shots in the end zone right here. And whatever you do, don't take a sack.
And Pat Perduto, if my notes are correct, they have only attempted 1 field goal all year long.
Ooh.
Hunter Palmer,
Timeout,
the senior.
NBA.
NBA will take
No,
their,
they're backing up. Actually, the referees are backing up the kids.
the kids in the end zone.
Hey,
this
if
is
you're-
arena football.
I'm telling you right now, if you're in Brentwood Academy and those are your fans, you want them to back up. You got to give your receivers a little bit of room if they run this fade.
Absolutely a jam-packed house here at Carlton Flatfield. Second and goal from the 10. Down 3 with 26 seconds. No timeouts remaining for Brentwood Academy. Townsend is the tailback. Play action. Under all kinds of pressure.
Don't take a sack.
Griffin will try and get outside, and he makes a
Smart.
wise decision to
Very
throw it into the
smart
ground.
play.
Incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd down with 17.9
That could have been
seconds to play.
grounding, too, because I don't think it made the line of scrimmage. But he's out of the pocket.
Good pressure there, and now some interesting decisions
Third
here
down.
for Carlton Flats.
Third down, you cannot, again, I'm going to say it again, you can't be short of the goal line, number 1. And number 2, you have to get in the end zone. This ball has to be thrown in the end zone.
And now some confusion here, having to hustle. They're going to have to hurry to
They
get
might
this
take a
play
delay
off.
of game right here.
3rd and goal from the 10. 17.9 to play. No timeouts left for Brentwood Academy, trailing by 3. Tyler Griffin in the shotgun formation. Buck wide to the right. Holbert and Townsend in the backfield. Griffin to throw.
Pressure.
Under pressure. They go quarterback draw. And that should end the football game, Pat, because it's 4th down.
They're
They'll
trying to rush the
kicker on.
kicking team on the field. They're going to lose this
7,
game.
6, 5
lose this
seconds.
game.
And Pat, I don't know if they can get it off. Down at the 20. It'll be a 27-yard field goal. Snap off. Kick is up, Pat, and he made it. We'll have to wait and see if it's good.
Are you kidding me?
He made it. Pat,
I think, you know what?
if
I
you
think
look
they're
at our
offside.
replay,
Hold on.
it was 0.
I think they're offside.
The clock was
I think
clearly
they're offside. I'm
the
going to
clock
tell you that
was
right
clearly
now.
at 0, Pat. The clock
Hold on,
was
here we go.
clearly
It's
at
good.
0.
He called it good. Oh, my goodness.
Pat, I'm telling you what, we've got it on replay.
And I'm going to tell
Ronnie
you
Carter,
this. They weren't
Ronnie
even offside.
Carter, if you're listening, it's 0 on the clock. It doesn't matter if it's offsides or not. Clearly 0 on the clock when this ball is snapped. Jeff Rutledge is going nuts.
He wants to talk to the officials, and he's rightfully so. He should. You're right. The clock was at 0, A. B, they didn't even have people on the line of scrimmage.
27-yard field goal here.
Can I talk to you? He keeps yelling, can I talk? Can I at least speak to you for a second? No. The referees are avoiding it at all costs. Wow. That's all I have to say.
0-0-0. We'll take a look at it here. But, hey, you got to give Brentwood Academy some credit for getting them out there.
Oh,
and Hunter
absolutely.
Palmer banging it home
The
from
question I
27
have
yards.
is, why would you run a quarterback draw with 20-something seconds left? I'll tell you right now, the referees need to talk about this because that was tough right there.
And you see the referees
and
discussing there. Jeff Rutledge is saying, I'd like to discuss it with Rick Pearson here. Rick Pearson, one of our favorite officials here, but in this hurried atmosphere, Pat Perduto, I mean, as you look at it, was not even close, Jeff Rutledge. It was 0-0 before the ball.
To me, personally, as the referee and the line judges have to make sure they're in a proper formation. They weren't even in a proper formation. That's number one. You got to be set. Your linemen have to be set. They can't be moving around as you're snapping the football. That's impossible. And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong here. And then on top of that, yeah, if it's 0-0-0, that's it. The game's over.
Officials all over the NBA sideline. And as you look at it, Jamie Redmond is getting chewed out by some officials, one of the assistants there.
And he shouldn't be because he's right. He has a legitimate argument.
And Pat, as you look at it, we don't have a camera view per se of the exact clock, but our clock is set on a master control that clearly shows it that's synchronized with that clock.
And you were staring at the game clock the whole time. I was looking at the formation. You're looking at the game clock. There's no question it was at 0 before the ball was snapped.
Joe Williams down in the middle of
Good
all
luck,
that.
Joe.
Let's go down. Joe Williams, I know you're in the hard half. It's clearly 0-0-0 before that ball was snapped.
Yeah, guys, and we stopped and talked to the clock, the electronic clock operator for the CWSAA officiating crew, who said basically, hey, look, the call was made on the field. There is no instant replay in high school. Gentlemen, we flipping a coin and playing overtime.
That's okay. It's fitting for the last game of the year.
Hey, we've seen it all, and again, is all this has gone on, and we'll go in, and Joe, give us again, as you have twice already this season, those wonderful overtime rules. We'll go down and check in with Joe in just a minute, but it's a wild one. Joe Williams, overtime rules, as we've seen twice already this year.
What happens in overtime is both teams go out, they flip the coin again. They get the option to take the ball or pick the end zone that they go into. The ball is placed on the 10-yard line. Each team has 4 plays. The first team on offense takes 4 plays. Either they score a touchdown, they score a field goal, or they do not score. No matter what happens with the first group, the second team then gets the same 4 downs from the same 10-yard line. If they score, great. If they tie, we do it again. If they don't, game's over. Sounds simple. It can be a little complicated.
Very, very interesting, Pat Perduto, and our clock operator down on the field,
Richard Yarden.
Overtime, Brentwood Academy will have it first.
Well, and don't be surprised. Now, this is a great thing for Brentwood Academy. Their running game becomes a factor all over again.
And our truck is working on some different angles to try and get a clock in the background from what they had. But, Pat, as you mentioned, I'm looking across you, not even looking there. But nonetheless, we're